1, go. Okay, so for the second new moon of this year, Gina and I are going to read from Moonology about what we need to consider for this next new moon. So, Sheena, what is it?
This is the new moon or a solar eclipse in Aquarius. It has the Chinese New Year around this time, and it is on Thursday the 11th of February at 7:06 p.m.
Okay. So the first thing that we need to think about in planning our life, I think these are quite big ones. Number 1, detach. Release and let go of attachment at this new moon. Aquarius is the most detached sign of all. People get confused about Aquarius because although it's the water bearer, it's an air sign, and as such it tends to live a lot inside its own head. This has its drawbacks, of course, but overall, the place where we have Aquarius in our chart, where we can be pragmatic as opposed to overly emotional and too led by feelings only. Sometimes logic is called for. Detached is an interesting thing. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, how quite a lot of different religious ideas and philosophical ideas come back to this idea of being detached. That, and also other things that we talked about in this book talk about releasing our wishes and letting them go. Like after we hold the intention clearly and truly and we feel what it feels like in the current moment, then we let go of it and we see what the universe can bring for us. The best way possible it happens is after we've detached from what we want. And often when we hold on to ideas of how it should happen, then we cause worse things to happen. So yeah, it's kind of a good thing it's a difficult thing to understand, but I think it takes a lifetime really to understand it. Maybe more than a lifetime, who knows? I don't know. What does it mean to you?
Well, to detach makes me think of like letting go of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't, when you first think of it, it doesn't automatically make you think of good things. It doesn't make you think it's good, but after a bit of thinking about it and reading as well, it is a good thing.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. What's the next one?
The next one is be true. Use the new moon in Aquarius to ask yourself if you're giving yourself the space to be your true own unique self. Aquarius is the sign that doesn't care about convention as much as the rest of us. It actually makes sense that Valentine's Day falls in the Aquarius period, since people fall in love when they see someone's real self, weird bits and all. Nice. I like that.
It's really interesting, isn't it? Give yourself space to be your true, unique self. It's true, isn't it? To me, what that means is like we have a choice always. We always have a choice if we give ourselves the space. Like we can spend our time thinking about what other people want us to do, or we can spend time quietly listening to our own hearts. And I think there we always know what's right.
Yeah.
And funny, it says Aquarius is the sign that doesn't care about convention as much as the rest of us.
Yeah, so I suppose it's like the convention. I mean, well, it's not the convention, but a lot of people feel uncomfortable being their true self, and to them it feels like the convention. But in Aquarius, they don't care as much about it. So, yeah.
Weird bits and all.
Yeah.
Okay. So these sound quite challenging. I'm finding that quite challenging to know what I would choose to wish for to achieve those things. I guess I can certainly wish for the space and the time, and I can also, that's not, because a lot of the time, I think I was reading the other day in Technology about how when you wish for something, the biggest obstacle is believing that you can have it. But I can believe that I can make the space to spend time listening to my heart. That feels like an easy thing to wish for. Yeah. Okay, so the third one, be inventive. If you're feeling stumped by someone or something, harness the new moon, Aquarius, to come up with a new idea or invention or solution. The Aquarius energy is all about looking forwards to the future and what's next. It's a fashion-forward sign that also rules technology and progress. If you've become stuck in a rut, this is the time of year to acknowledge that and make some changes. Make like the Aquarius energy and care less about society's norms, within reason, mind, and do no harm. An important time to acknowledge and make some changes. I find this interesting that this is you said it was the Chinese New Year, and that we always think of New Year as a time to make changes, but this is, maybe to be inventive for me is going to say, okay, this is like an extra New Year. I can have the English New Year, and now I can have the Chinese.
Yeah, sort of gives you a second chance if you didn't really successfully do new things on the English New Year.
Yeah, and I guess within reason, I can't go around telling people that it's the 1st of January now.
No.
That would do harm, wouldn't it? Why aren't you here today? Oh, it's 5 weeks ago. I don't have to be there for another 5 weeks.
Yeah, that would really mess up your like timetable for the day.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing, isn't it? Caring less is not the same thing as not caring at all. Okay, what's the next one?
Not caring at all can be like can probably be dangerous.
Yes.
What you're not caring about. But caring less is probably good because it means, well, you care less about what other people think or if you succeed or fail.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good example because that's something you can do nothing about, what other people think.
No.
It's a bit like worrying. I always loved what you said from Harry Potter. I don't know if you remember about to worry.
Yeah, it was to worry is to suffer twice. It's from Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, not Harry Potter. Okay.
That was one of my favourite quotes ever, I think.
It's really wonderful. It's brilliant advice. To worry is to suffer twice. And not necessarily.
Yeah. Hard to avoid a lot of the time, but it isn't really necessary.
And also, I think if you think in advance about the way you're going to do something before you're there in it doing it, then, and that's quite good really, because so we've got a couple of days to think about what our new moon wishes would be, and we can sort of saying here we're just reading up to see what we think about. But it's like if you worry in advance, then you don't have all the information, so your mind gets kind of clouded up with different ideas. Whereas you can be detached and be true and be inventive in the moment. then you can come up with the best idea then, and you just got to have a bit of faith in yourself, really, isn't it? Is that a good word, faith in yourself? Is there a better way of saying that? I'm not sure.
Faith's a good word, I think.
Or trust, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to not worry, isn't
it? Yeah, to trust yourself or whatever else it's like you're relying on for whatever the situation is.
Yeah. Okay.
This is not trust. Unless the thing is like not very trustworthy.
Maybe think about if you're going to do it.
Yeah, don't just like automatically blindly trust.
So be within.
That probably wouldn't be very clever.
Yeah, I guess don't let worry and fear drive you, but you can still notice it when it comes.
But I suppose fear can like saw this or read this somewhere. Apparently, I mean, let me start again.
Yeah.
It was like fear keeps you safe, so sometimes it's good to be afraid or worry, but not too much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Be charitable. If you only make one charitable donation a year, make it when the new moon in Aquarius is taking place. Aquarius is an energy that wants to work for the betterment of the human race, and this is the time for all of us to do our bit. So yeah.
And I don't think it matters how big or small that is. If you can only put 10p or 50p or something, then that still makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be huge to make a difference. Maybe 10p is a bit stingy.
Yeah. But like, but it's still better than nothing. But
yeah, of course it is. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, yeah, this is a time for all of us to do our bit. I suppose as well, it doesn't have to be a charitable donation. It could be just helping someone, or just spending that day looking for something extra you need help. That'd probably make you quite happy.
Yeah.
Or that whole moon cycle, maybe even. I don't know. That could be a good intention, just to open your eyes to see what you could do to be more helpful to other people, maybe. I think I'll try that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, there's not many options of people you can.
Yeah.
But the people you can is very important to.
Okay. So I'll read, number 5, the last one. Be sociable this month too. Well, that's definitely challenging at the moment, but I'm sure we've got ways of contacting people, haven't we? So
yeah, maybe just like texting someone you don't normally text or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lines.
Aquarius is a funny sign in that it's almost better at relating to large groups of people than it is one-on-one. That's why it's such a humanitarian sign. So when the new moon in Aquarius takes place, it's a great time to check in with your friends and social circles. Aquarius has a real sense of people getting together for a common ideal. So seek out your tribe. Oh, brilliant. Well, one thing that we said we might do is arrange a conversation with the whole family, didn't we? So that sounds like this is a great time to do that.
Yeah, perfect.
Try and do. Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you for doing that with me.
Yeah.